Good evening to all and welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to work on exam topics, questions from previous year's papers, SSC point of view. Before we go to the actual session, I would like to talk about something very important. And this is for all the learners. There's a big surprise just for you guys. There's a very big surprise, and don't miss it. Stay tuned to know more. Will be announced on the 8th of September. And there is, good evening, Manohar. There is a big surprise, and that will be revealed on 8th of September. That is day after tomorrow. So stay tuned to know what it is. And this month, there are important batches launched, and these batches are from the top educators, top batches, starting from 8th September. That is again day after tomorrow. What are these batches? Team Phoenix, SSC, CGL, and CHSL 2021-22 exams, 8 September 2021. Set Brahmastra batch, all government exams, banks, SSC, all these. SSC, CGL, and CHSL 2021 exams, starting on 8 September. And all these courses, the duration is 1 full year. Complete preparation batch of all subjects for SSC, CGL, CHSL, CPO, again starting on 8 September. GS GK complete foundation batch for SSC, railways, set, and all one-day exams. When it comes to these batches, what are the features? Full syllabus coverage for all SSC exams, top educators of the country, unlimited access PDF, study material unlimited, access to tests, weekly quiz and mock tests, dedicated doubt clearing sessions. And what is the strong lineup of batches? AIM SSC Multitasking Staff MTS Exam 2020, Crack SSC Stenographer 2021 exam, and you have this Foundation Batch SSC CPO 2021 exam, SSC GD Constable 2021 exam, and there is a feature, Ask a Doubt feature. If you have a question, you have a doubt, go to that particular feature, Doubts and Solutions, click on Ask a Doubt and upload your doubt image. Crop the image and highlight the question. Choose a subject that the question falls under, then you get the answer. There is another feature, important feature, a raise hand feature. Talk with your favorite educators in live class and clear your doubts. So it is much better than offline. Whatever doubts you have, you can ask a raise hand feature. There are so many offers, September offers. Please go through all these offers. 8 months, 2 months, 4 months, all these 6 months. And every Sunday there is a combat test, SSC combat. You have to answer 40 questions in 50 minutes, and you can win scholarship from a pool of 1 crore. Every Sunday it is at 12 noon. 1 to 3, between 1 and 3, the rank holders, they get 1 year subscription. Rank 4 to 10, 75%. Rank 11 to 50, 50%. And rank 51 to 500, 25%. Rank 501 to 1000, 20%. If you use my referral code Murthy10, you get additional 10% discount when you subscribe. All set, let's crack it. Now we'll go to our actual session. How are you, Manohar? Looks like for the time being, you're the one. You can answer the questions. Please have a look at, I have brought 25 questions plus 10 idioms. First 5 questions go with error location. And these sessions are holistic approach, grammar point of view. 5 exam topics: error location, sentence improvement, fillers, voice, and speech. Please read the first sentence and tell me where the error is. Bose is more popular than any student in the class. What is wrong with the second part? 5 days gap, it happens. It takes some time for students to join. Now, what is wrong with the second part? I don't think there is anything wrong with the second part. There is an error in the third part. What is wrong with the third part? Bose is more popular than any student in the class. If you say any student, that includes Bose, that includes the Bose, that includes Mr. Bose, any student. We have to, no, there is an error. That's what I'm explaining. When you compare two things, you have to separate the former from the later. Here, former, two terms I would like to use. One is former and the other one latter. We have to separate. When I say any student, that includes Mr. Bose, then it doesn't make any sense. One word is missing. Which word is that? I think now you have got it. Any other student, we have to say any other student. Bose is more popular than any other student, then it is correct. Perfect. Question is related to comparisons, degrees of comparison topic, and a typical common error. Based on that, they gave the question. Please go to question number 2. How is Surinder going with his work? This question goes with phrasal verbs. You have to decide based on the knowledge related to phrasal verbs. Second part, what is wrong with second part? Going with, it is not correct. Then what is the correct expression? It is not going, it should be getting. No. Getting. Getting with. Managing. What does it mean? Manage. How is Surinder getting with his work? How is he managing his work? How is he managing or doing? Getting with your studies. How are you getting with your studies? A typical expression. So, getting with is a correct expression, not going on. How is your work going on? How is Surinder's work going on? That's a different idea altogether. Let us go to question number 3. It is said that this room is not being opened for the last 50 years. Where is the error? Second part. What is wrong with the second part? Very good. There's a clue for you. What is a clue? For the last 50 years, this time phrase for the last 2 years, for 2 years, for 10 years, these time phrases go with present perfect and present perfect continuous. So it goes with present perfect and present perfect continuous. But here we cannot use present perfect continuous, we have to use present perfect. Based on that, there is an error in the second part. Second part is not correct. It is said that here reporting verb is in present, tenses don't change, that this room hasn't been opened, singular, hasn't been. That's what you have written. Has not been opened for the last 50 years. Which tense is this? Present perfect. Active voice or passive voice? Is it active or passive? They haven't opened, active voice, and it hasn't been opened. No. Been opened, passive voice. It hasn't been opened. We haven't opened, active voice. It hasn't been opened, passive voice. Question number 4. Miss Ramadevi has 2 elephants, 10 horses, and as much as 50 cars, a rich lady. So here is the error. Third part. Yes, that's right. Here, 50 cars countable. With uncountable nouns, we use much. Countable, we use many. Based on that, as many as 50 cars. Rather easy. Yes. Here, as many as. What is the correct expression? As many as. Much goes with uncountable. Many goes with countable. Cars we can count. The last question related to error location. Each set 5 questions. This is a bit difficult. You got to read carefully. Manohar, today it looks like you're off the track. Usually you get the answers right, but today surprising. Is it because of the gap? No, nothing wrong with the third part. There's an error in the first part. What is wrong with the first part? You're right, but what is wrong with that part? Here it should be in passive voice. Having deprived of their houses. It is not correct grammatically and contextually. Here we have to use they have been deprived of their houses. They have been deprived means passive voice. Based on that, it should be having been deprived of. Having been deprived of their houses. I can understand. Having been deprived of their houses. So first part is not correct. Having deprived is not correct. Having been deprived of their houses in the recent earthquake, they had no other option but to take shelter in a school. Good evening, Mohan. A little late. Now let us go to the second set. Sentence improvement, again based on grammar knowledge, based on contextual awareness. Please have a look. Each sentence. Her activities are limited only to cooking and washing clothes. Her activities are limited. Or by mistake, perhaps. Here, it is about the word, the adverb only. Only should come before the word it describes. Based on that, it is not correct. It should be. Her activities are limited to only cooking and washing clothes. Answer is the second option. Only already have learned the adverb only. Common error, people say she has solved 4 problems only. Not correct. She has solved only 4 problems. Only should be before the word it describes. Here, this is not correct too. Her activities are limited to only cooking and washing clothes. Then it is correct. Have you guys got it? Manohar, Mohan, all these. Second option is the answer, not the first option, not the third option. Again, here, the question is about only. What is this word only? Adverb. People make a mistake. It goes with common errors. Hmm. What is this no, sir? Regarding what? Please go to question number 2. Mutual shakes of hands was exchanged. This is the most ridiculous statement. Quite funny. Answer is the third option. They shook hands with each other. Mutual shakes of hands was exchanged ridiculous. Both shakes of hands was carried. The handshakes were exchanged. Funny expressions. They shook hands with each other. That is perfect. Easy one. This is an important question. Video is blurring. Is any problem with the video? Mohan says video is blurring. Manohar, any problem with the video? No problem. Question number 3, what is your answer? Third option. He, she, they, and I cooked the food. So many people. No problem, no problem. Here, this is related to correct order of pronouns. Pronouns, correct order. Already have learned when it comes to pronouns correct order, there are 3 rules. One, it is 2-3-1. Oh, okay. Some problem with your mobile. Second person, third person, first person. A regular pattern. Second rule, 1-2-3. Third rule also 1-2-3. Where do we use first person, second person, third person? When we use a plural pronouns, all the 3, order is 1-2-3. And the second one, when we admit a mistake or confess, 1-2-3. But usually it is 2-3-1. So 2, what is that you don't see here? You see third person and first person. Third person you see singular, plural. So start with singular, he, she, they, and I cooked the food. You guys got it right. Question number 4. The problem was so complicated to be solved in a day. The problem was so complicated. Yes, it is too complicated. Not so complicated. It should be. The problem was too complicated to be solved in a day. He is too tall to reach. She is too short to reach. We have to use to be solved. That part is in passive voice. Here the combination is too, too. Too tall to do something, too short to do something, too weak to do something. The last question based on sentence improvement. Will you lend me few rupees in this hour of need? This is also an important question, but easy to answer if you remember the rules. Based on rules. Will you lend me few rupees in this hour of need? Answer is lend me a little rupees. That is again ridiculous. Borrow me a few rupees. That is also ridiculous. What is the difference between few rupees and a few rupees? That you have to recollect. Let me start with few, a few, the few. Few means almost nothing, hardly anything, negative connotation. Here it doesn't make any sense. A few, a little, at least some, at least some. The few, specific. Here we cannot use a few, that is not correct. We have to say a few. Answer is the third option, you guys got it right. Now, the third set, fillers, again based on grammar knowledge, based on contextual awareness. A person came in with a baby who, she said, a safety pin. A bit difficult, not that easy. 4 is good, that's pretty good. 4 out of 5. One third option, very good. That is the answer. What is the reason? There's a clue for you. Whenever you see verbs like said, told, ordered, requested, and asked, you have to think of reported speech, indirect speech. And here, the actual statement, she has just swallowed, present perfect. Because the reporting verb is in past, tenses change to a corresponding past tense. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Based on that, answer is the third option. Very good. It's a little complicated, but if you remember, you identify based on the word said, easy to get the correct option. A person came in with a baby who, she said, had just swallowed a safety pin. Usually it goes with kids. Question number 2. The passengers were afraid, but the captain, them that there was no danger. That's what captains say. They don't want the passengers to get panic. Assured. So what is it? Assurance. But the captain assured them that there was no danger. You cannot use the word suggested. You cannot say pleaded. Pleaded means what? Request. One of the meanings. Request a lot. Advise, no. Assured them that there was no danger. Very good. Question number 3. The clock has, for want of winding, clock winding, traditional. Now we have digital stuff. That's a different thing. What is the answer? Yes, Mohan has already answered. Got it right, Manohar. It is not run short of something. And run past, run up, no. Run down means one of the meanings to get spoiled. And for want of winding, what is the reason? Here, for used as a conjunction to tell the purpose. For what reason? Want of winding, lack of winding, a rundown. But when it comes to the expression rundown, it means there's one expression used in the US, rundown areas. For that, there's a word, ghettos. Have you heard of this word any time? Ghettos. That has a different connotation. Ghettos means rundown areas. Backward, what does it mean? Backward, not developed. We use, oh, wonderful. I'm happy to know that. Glad to know, Mohan. Good, very good. Keep it up. Let us go to question number 4. What good fortune! Exclamation. What good fortune! I found the very thing I was. That's wonderful. Looking for. Looking in is not correct. Looking to, looking besides, no. I found the very thing I was looking for, I was searching for, I was waiting for. Answer is the fourth option. It is based on the phrasal verb, but an easy one, should not be that difficult. Question number 5, again based on phrasal verbs. Many of these questions are based on phrasal verbs. A radium, a rays that blind the eyes, gives away, gives over, gives up, gives off. Not exactly. Answer is the fourth option. Gives off means emit, release. Here the right word, emit. You all know the word emit, emit something. Radium emits rays that blind the eyes, gives off rays that blind the eyes. Answer is the fourth option. Give away has a different connotation altogether. Now let us go to the next set based on active voice and passive voice. I have written this essay. 4 out of 5, that is good. You're on the track. I have written this essay. Active voice, present perfect. Change it to passive voice, present perfect. What is the subject here? Please answer. I have written, helping verb, main verb. Have written what? This essay, object. That becomes a subject. This essay, you cannot change the tense. Has been written, present perfect, present perfect. This essay has been written by me. Answer is the third option. Mohan was driving a car. First, you answer my question, which tense is this? Voice and speech, first you have to identify the tense. Please answer my question, which tense is this? Mohan was driving a car. No one has answered. Past continuous. That's right. Past continuous. When it comes to active voice, passive voice, direct, indirect, my suggestion, always read the statement, read the sentence, ask yourself which tense is this. If you are damn sure about that, within a second you can get the answer. So it is past continuous. Once you know it is past continuous or a continuous tense, you have to look for the word being. Any continuous tense in passive voice, one word is compulsory, being. How many options are there? Only two options. Based on that, ruled out, ruled out. Now you have to decide between the first and the second. Here it is being, but it is in past continuous, not in present continuous. Based on that, what is the answer? A car was being driven by Mohan. Second option is correct. When Ram arrived home, police arrested him. Ram arrived home. Which tense is that? First, let us identify the tenses. Past tense. And police arrested him. That is also past tense. When Ram arrived home, he had been arrested. You cannot change the tense. It is not reported speech. So he is arrested. Tense has been changed. He was arrested. Here, there are two clauses. When Ram arrived home, this cannot be changed to passive voice. Arrive intransitive verb. This clause you cannot touch. Police arrested him. Police subject, arrested verb, him. Whom did they arrest? Him, object. And only this clause we can change. But police arrested him. He was arrested by police. Based on that, answer is the third option. Being cannot be used, not in past continuous, it is in past. Question number 4. Which tense is this again? The gardener was watering the plants. Which tense is this? He was watering. Usually students know water, it is used as a noun. Do remember, it's a noun. It can be used. It is used as a verb. It is a verb. It is past continuous. Again, past continuous. Any continuous tense, you need the word being. Three options being is there. This is ruled out. Past continuous, you cannot use the helping verb in present form and you cannot use in present. Based on that, here the gardener was singular, singular verb. The plants, plural, plural verb. The plants were being watered by the gardener. Perfect. You have to finish painting this fence by Friday. You have to finish. This is based on the helping verb have to. What is the function of have to? It is used to express an obligation imposed by an external authority or a situation. You have to finish. All the helping verbs take the same pattern. Helping verb, to be plus verb, past participle form. Has to be, this fence has to be finished. Painting by, fence is not correct. It should be this painting. Painting of this fence has to be painted? No. Oh, something is wrong here. Give me a second. You have to finish painting this fence. Let me check. Painting of this fence has to be finished. It should have been some problem here. Third one seems right, but there's a problem. What is the problem? This painting of this fence has to be finished by you by Friday. I'll change this word. Here you cannot use the word painted. It should be finished. What is a verb? You have to finish, has to be finished. Then it is correct. That's right. Finished with that verb, sentence is correct. We can select the third option. Other options are not correct. Now 5 questions based on speech. Kiran asked me, first you are all the 5 correct, that's wonderful. Did you see the cricket match on television last night? Asked, that means a question, and you can see a question here. Did you see the cricket match on television last night? Which tense is this? First you have to tell me the tense. Did you see the cricket match? Which tense is it? No, let us start with the tense. Past tense. The reporting verb is in past. That means what? Past tense changes to past perfect. Kiran asked me, and there's no question word. What, why, when, where. If there's no question word, we can use whether or if. Absolutely no problem. If or whether. Past changes to past perfect. Kiran asked me whether I saw the cricket. Not correct. Kiran asked me whether I had seen the cricket match on television the earlier night. Last night they changed to earlier night. And did I see? Not at all correct. I had seen the cricket match on television last night. No, last night has to be changed. So what is the answer here? Usually we say the previous night. The word last, listen very carefully. The word last changes to previous. Last week, previous week. Last month, previous month. Last night, previous night. And one more expression, earlier night. Generally we say previous night, but we cannot say last night. That's what I'm telling. Yes, Manohar, I do agree. But we cannot keep last night, last night. We cannot keep it as it is. Last night has to be changed. For example, if you take last week, how does last week change when it comes to the table? Previous week. Last month changes to previous month. Yes. It has to change. We cannot use the same expression. That's right. I said to him, why are you working so hard? This is, I said, reporting verb is in past. Why are you working so hard? Question. And which tense is this? Why are you working so hard? Present continuous. Present continuous. Changes to past continuous. And there's a question word, it has to be repeated. Question in indirect speech. Interrogative changes to affirmative. That is the most important thing. It goes with common errors. I asked him why he was working so hard. Seems right. I asked him why was he working. No. Interrogative changes to affirmative. Why he had been working. Present continuous changes to past continuous, not past perfect continuous. I asked him why had he been. Interrogative cannot be used. So what is the answer? I asked him why he was working so hard. Why are you working? Why he was working so hard. First option is the answer. Perfect. He said to his servant, go away at once. You should understand based on the words, go away at once. He ordered is here, it is not asked. All these are ruled out. To some extent, you can consider the third option. He ordered his servant to go away at once. But between ordered and asked, which is better? Ordered. It's like his servant. Based on that answer is the first option. He ordered his servant to go away at once. Ordered. That is a clue for you. He said, be quiet and listen to my words. Said, reporting verb in past. Be quiet and listen to my words. We cannot use said. Why third one? Asked, no, between the two, if you are talking about question number 3, Mohan, are you talking about question number 3? Say yes or no. Question number 3, it is order. Based on the context, go away at once. Based on the context, it should be between the two words, which is a better word. You have to select a better word. Between the two, obviously, it is order. He ordered his servant to go away at once. That is beyond any doubt. It should be the first option. Exactly. Who is that? Kashyap. You're right. Question number 4. He said cannot be used in indirect speech. Ruled out these two. He urged them to be quiet and listen to his words. Seems right. He urged them and said, be quiet and listen to words. No. What is the answer? Question number 4. First option. He urged them. Request a lot, urge. To be quiet and listen to his words. Answer is the first option. Almost all the students have got it right. Very good. Where will you be tomorrow? I said, in case I have to ring you. There are two clauses. Which tense is this? Where will you be tomorrow? You have to tell the tense. Future tense. In case I have to ring, helping verb. One is in future, the other clause is in, it is used with the helping verb have to. Future, all the future tenses will or shall, they change to would. Based on that, this is ruled out. This is ruled out. Would have to ring up? No. I asked where he would be the next day in case I had to ring him. Answer is the second option. Very good. Here, will changes to would, and tomorrow changes to the next day. Look at the changes. In case I have to changes to I had to. Ring you changes to ring him. Answer is the second option. I think you guys got it right. Could be. Oh, Madhav, you are there. Very good. Good night to all of you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. PDF, I cannot tell as of now. Mohan, give me some time. Please give me some time. I will let you know. Couple of days. Thank you very much. Good